Yeah, I see his head. Okay. Light on, got the thumbs up. All right. Call to order the meeting of the Oregon City Planning Commission for Monday, May 8th, 2023. And staff, call the roll, please.
Commissioner West has an excused absence. Commissioner Staggs has an excused absence. Commissioner LaSalle.
Here.
Commissioner Laws. Here. Commissioner Espy.
Here.
Vice Chair Schlagenhofer.
Here.
Chair Stoll.
Here. All right. Do we have any public comments for items not on the agenda? Anyone online?
No one online.
All right. Move on to the public hearing for continuance of GLUA 23-00006, SP 23-00016, BAR 23-00001, and Park 23-00001, Chase Bank Site Plan and Design Review, Variance for Main Entrance and Parking Adjustment at 1689 Molalla Avenue. I'll read the script. Public hearings on land use applications are scheduled for tonight. Our role is to conduct the public hearing and to make decisions about the matter before us. In making those decisions, we must apply the applicable codes and laws and cannot vary from or change those laws or codes. Staff report has been prepared for each application, has been made available to the public 7 days before the first public hearing. Staff report identifies the approval criteria that apply to each applicant's proposal. Staff has analyzed the criteria which are contained in the staff report. The hearing procedure that the Planning Commission will follow is set out in state law and the Oregon City Municipal Code. The hearing procedure steps are shown on the Planning Commission website. Public testimony will be called on in the order it was requested. If you wish to testify in person, please fill out a speaker card available at the back of the room. If you wish to testify virtually, you will be called either from a request to speak emailed to city staff at planning@orcity.org in advance of this meeting, or by raising your virtual or physical hand when I ask if there are others in the audience who would like to participate. For the public record, please begin all testimony stating your name and city of residence. If you would like to receive a copy of the notice of decision, please state your mailing address or email address. The testimony and evidence should be directed toward the applicable approval criteria. If you believe other criteria apply in addition to those addressed in the staff report, identify and discuss those criteria and explain how and why you believe they apply to the application under consideration. Any person may submit written material while the public record is open on each application. Any written materials received by the city staff during the time period in which the record is open will be placed in the record. Written materials submitted during the public hearing must be presented to the city staff in order to become part of the record. If a person intends for PowerPoint presentations, reports, pictures, or other exhibits used in their oral testimony to be placed in the record, copies must be submitted to the city staff while the record is open. If they are not given to staff, they will not be included in the record. Any person wishing to continuance to present additional evidence and testimony or to keep the record open to respond to new evidence must make that request before the public testimony portion of the initial hearing is closed. If the Planning Commission makes a decision with which you disagree, any issue that you may wish to appeal must have been raised before the Planning Commission in order to be considered by the City Commission and, in the event of further appeal, to the Land Use Board of Appeals. Without raising the issue on the record with sufficient detail and accompanied by statements or evidence allowing the city and all parties to respond, the issue will not be considered on appeal. In addition to participating orally or in writing and raising all issues during the Planning Commission proceeding, the filing of an appeals must include the required fee. A city-recognized neighborhood association may request waiver of an appeal fee subject to the requirements set forth in OCMC 17.50.190C5 and 17.50.290C. In addition, the failure of an applicant to raise constitutional or other issues related to proposed conditions of approval with sufficient detail to allow the local government or its designee to respond to the issue precludes an action for damages in circuit court. Now we will open the record for Oregon City file number GLUA 23-0006, SP 23-00016, VAR 23-00001, Park 23-00001. A request for Chase Bank Site Plan and Design Review, Variance for Main Entrance and Parking Adjustments at 1689 Molalla Avenue. Members of the Planning Commission are to be unbiased. As a result, I will call on each commissioner to disclose any potential conflicts, such as family, financial, or business relationships with any of the applicants or with regard to the land in question. I will also ask whether any of the Planning Commissioners have discussed the application in question with any of the parties or have independent knowledge of relevant facts, such as from a visit to the site in question. Any member of the audience may question any Planning Commissioner about their disclosures. At this point, does any Planning Commissioner have any conflicts of interest, ex parte contact bias, or any other statement to declare or have visited the site. If there was a site visit, the planning commissioner must declare what he or she perceived. And we'll start on the right with Commissioner LaSalle.
I have no ex parte contact, no bias, and no conflict of interest.
Vice Chair Schlagenhofer.
I have no conflicts, no bias, no ex parte contact. I did not visit the site.
Commissioner Laws.
I have no bias, no ex parte contact, and I did not visit the site.
I have not visited the site.
Oh, turn on your mic.
I have not visited the site, and I don't have any conflicts or bias.
Okay. I have no conflicts of interest, no bias. I had a banking relationship with Chase many years ago, but I don't now. I have visited that site repeatedly during its previous occupancy. All right, we'll move on to the staff report.
Thank you, Chair. My name is Molly Gorin. I'm representing planning staff and presenting GLUA 23006 Chase Bank Site Plan and Design Review, Planning Commission variance for main entrance design and parking adjustment. This application proposes to remove an existing building at the site and to construct a new bank building, which includes reconfiguration of the parking lot and addition of more landscaping. This application also includes an adjustment request, a planning commission adjustment to parking standards request, as well as a variance request for the entrance design of the west side of the building. Once this application was in review, there was a discussion with the applicant, with planning staff about submitting additional documents and materials for the record ahead of the Planning Commission public hearing. As part of that conversation, the applicant has requested a continuance of the presentation and the to a date certain of May 22nd. And this is to allow for additional materials to be submitted and for staff to review those materials and to provide a complete staff report and presentation with those additional materials. It's staff recommendation that the Planning Commission continue the project public hearing GLUA 23-00006 SP 2316 VAR 23-00001 and PARK 23-001 to a date certain of May 22nd.
All right, does the applicant wish to come up, say anything? No? It's up to you. Okay.
I do believe the applicant is on the Zoom meeting.
Yes, my name is Variance Sanders. I am the applicant. I concur with Molly that we would like to present in more detail May 22nd.
Okay. Do we have any public testimony? Anybody that wants to testify before we move on?
We do have one more person online. I think they might be part of the applicant team, but if you'd like to go ahead and speak.
My name is Katie Parker. I'm with Washington. I'm the project manager for CVRE, working on behalf of Chase. I have no comment.
Okay. All right, well, do we have any discussion or a motion for a continuance?
Just to clarify, who is the applicant? Is the applicant the bank? Is it the consultant, property owner?
The applicant is PM Design Group. I believe the architect is representing Chase Bank in the application.
Okay. That's my only thought. Okay, thank you.
Can I move that we continue GLUA 23-0006, SP 23-00016, VAR 23-00001, and the rest of it to the date mentioned in the record?
Second?
All right, motion's been made and seconded. Any discussion? No? All right, call the vote, please.
Commissioner LaSalle,
Aye.
Commissioner Laws,
Aye.
Commissioner Espy,
Aye.
Vice Chair Schlagenhofer,
Aye.
Chair Stoll.
Aye. And motion passes. All right. Next on the agenda is, one question. This counts as the automatic first continuance, correct? Ms. Richter's shaking her head, yes, perfect, okay. Move on to the approval of minutes.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes as listed.
I second.
All right, any discussion? All right, call the vote, please.
Commissioner LaSalle,
Aye.
Commissioner Laws,
Aye.
Commissioner Espy,
Aye.
Vice Chair Schlagenhofer,
Aye.
Chair Stoll.
Aye. All right, move on to communications.
I would like to say that I think that's a record.
I agree.
Planning Commission meeting, so well done, Chair Stoll.
13 minutes.
We had originally, I think I had originally communicated that there would not be a meeting on May 22nd, and there will now be a meeting on May 22nd. Other than that, I don't have any other communications.
All right. Any of the commissioners have any communications? All right, meeting adjourned.